Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the New York Liberty.
With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
This crowd in New York ready to take a bite out of their opponent on any given night.
Oh, you know, when we were just walking into this arena, we could sense the intensity in here. The fans, the players, everybody bringing a little extra to this one.
And so for the Fever. And so far, this season series has belonged to them. Let's see if they're able to keep it going here against New York. Well, and after some early jitters, a few first-year players have really broken out.
Yeah, they're looking more comfortable. It takes time to adjust to the speed of the game.
And to learn the scheme, especially at the defensive end, where it takes just one person missing their assignment to give up points.
Now, here is Ionescu. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Rogers, guarded by Jones. Bucket is good.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Now here is Stewart. Defense is right there. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Out to the wing. The three. And again, it's the Liberty missing. And here's Indiana. Back to Rogers.
That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feet.
She did so well to lead her teammate right to the ideal spot. That's the kind of playmaking coaches like to see.
Here's Jones.
Castellini Hamilton. Ionescu.
Jones. Rogers defending. Out to the right wing. From downtown. The Fever rebound. Beyond the arc. That's no good, and she's now missed two and made two.
Ionescu, left side.
To the paint. Blanketed by the D. She fights to the rim for the layup.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
It was a long time coming, but the Liberty finally won it all in 2024.
You think about it, it's their first championship after losing in the finals 5 times, including the year before, 2023. And it wasn't easy. It took the full 5 games, overtime in that game 5, but Liberty fans got to see their team win on their court. Such a sweet feeling.
Now here's Howard. And the basket by Rogers.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today, and really without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Stewart with the ball,
And it's Boston picking her up.
puts it up from 12. Rebounded by the Fever.
Wow, I thought that was absolutely automatic.
And the basket by Rogers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it seems like it's come from inside the paint. Buckle up on defense.
Yeah, it's time to collapse down and make them shoot jumpers.
Pass to Jones.
And here's Burke.
The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Well, in that tight, with that much of a height advantage, there's really not a lot that D can do to stop that shot.
Here's Rogers. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Here's Burke.
Castellini Hamilton.
Here's Ionescu. Puts up a three. They get it again. Here's Jones.
Ionescu. Here's Laney Hamilton.
From outside, off the mark. Mitchell outside. Here's Rogers. Makes that one her 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Nice accurate pass right into the middle.
New York trailing here. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
It's hauled in by Boston.
They haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen to the rest of the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Here's Burke. Pass to Ionescu. To the wing, right side. Clock at 6. The tray. Outside, Lainey Hamilton. And here's Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Offensive board. Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Jonquel Jones.
Used her strength to get in the post without much fight from the D.
They need to do a better job next time and muscle up on her. I mean, that's just too easy.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Fever on top. They're up by 8. And we've got more in store for you right after this. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
Defense paying dividends for them through one.
Coach has to be happy about their effort on that and just a lot of hustle.
Outside Cunningham. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that.
3-pointer. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's McDonald. D right on her. Back to Powers. There's the triple. Gardner pulls it in. And it's New York's ball. Trailing by 5. Pass to Peebish. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
When the Fever won the 2024 draft lottery, I think everyone in the world knew who they were going to take, Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, she's already had a massive impact on the Fever and the league. On the floor, Clark's passing and limitless range are just tremendous weapons offensively. And then off the floor, I mean, I think the Fever might be the hottest ticket around the W.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. She traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, and she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. And she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Back to Rogers. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
And here's Johannes. For 3. And again, it's the Liberty missing. And it's the Fever ball. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Rogers. Off target from 3-point range.
I'm not sure why she keeps trying her luck from deep. It's just not working for her.
And Misamon gets it to go.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Rogers. And Emma Misamon pulls it down.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Now Johannes shoots the 3. And so it looks like Liberty will retain possession.
Timeout called the Liberty. And a return to the playoffs for the Fever in 2024. It was a huge step forward for the team.
For sure, snapping a 7-year hiatus. And what's incredible is before that, the Fever went to 12 straight postseasons from 2005 to 2016. So this is an organization that is used to winning.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Pass to Phoebish. Ionescu. The offensive rebound.
Even without that 3-ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Misaman outside.
Down low. And that one's good. Stewart.
At 6'4", with her abilities, it's almost impossible to stop Stewart down low.
To the inside.
Back to Howard.
Clark outside.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Natasha Howard.
You just love a player like her. She's been the floor general at the offensive end.
She has been on it today, just doing a great job of keeping that ball moving.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Rebounded by the Fever.
Not only is the game neck and neck, but the rebounding battle is too. Very tight game on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have put in a terrific effort down low. You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead of that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
The Fever leading. Clark, covered by Ionescu.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock.
And another three for Indiana.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Stewart with the screen.
They need this. That shot off. And that does it for the first half of play. The Fever on top, leading by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. The second half just about to get going here. I mean, you look at Sugar Rogers, what a contribution.
She broke out her entire arsenal of post moves in the first half, and every one of them was working.
Yeah, and I'm going to call her the magician because I think she might have even a few more tricks up her sleeve, and I think she's going to break them out as we start heading down the stretch.
Back to Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Howard. Off target from outside.
When you talk about the elite players in our sport, Breanna Stewart is near the top of that list.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at 6 straight top 3 MVP finishes. Stewie's already won 3 titles and is always an all-defensive team member. Plus, she just turned 30. I mean, that's insane.
Inside, Rogers. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Pass to Stewart. Ionescu outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Those have been some terrible shot choices, Blake. That was not good at all.
To the middle. Fires it. And another basket for Indiana.
What a competitor. I mean, she's been looking for her shot all game long. And she's really shouldered the load for her team offensively.
Burke. Ionescu outside. This one for 3. Howard with the rebound.
She's just had a brutal outing, and she still hasn't managed to get a field goal, and the team is struggling because of it.
And a basket by Rogers.
They're doing some work here in the second half. 3 for 4 from the floor.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Jones. Up and in on the layup.
Now you can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate, go inside, and take charge of the paint.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Back in 2023, Breanna Stewart signing as a free agent with the Liberty. What a signing.
Oh, to me, I think this could go down as the biggest free agent signing in WNBA history. Stewie won an MVP in year 1 with New York, and then in year 2, she brings the Liberty their first title in franchise history. It's hard to make a bigger impact than that, guys.
Here's Mitchell. From down in the low post, it goes.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
And the three ball is good.
You can just tell that her confidence is up here in this half. And she didn't even have a single three in the first, but she has made 2 here in the second.
Picked by Jones.
Lainey Hamilton can't hit.
Pass to Clark. Inside. Here's Rogers.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
This is a nice third-quarter surge they've got going on right now.
Yeah, and it's a great time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half.
Absolutely. Build some distance. Try to get things going.
Timeout called the Liberty. Both teams will make substitutions.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Pass to Jones. Good. And it's Emma Misaman who picks up the assist.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
Clark, that one's good.
again and again. They're pounding the defense and creating high percentage looks from close range.
And even under pressure in tight, they've maintained their concentration and converted their opportunities.
Three-pointer Brianna Stewart up again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Mitchell outside. Back to Rogers. And she banks in the layup.
This has been a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring from the paint.
You know, really, that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to drop shots with.
Ionescu can't get it to go.
She is frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, the fact that she can't hit anything from out there, or the fact that she keeps on trying to.
I mean, they're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Here's Misaman, and the layup's good off the glass.
Offensive versatility allows Misaman to play high or low in the paint.
Back to Rogers. Shoots over Jones. And again, it's Indiana converting.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Fever ahead, running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going into the 4th quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pass to Phoebish. Burt jacks up a 3, connects from 3-point range.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
And here's Powers. The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
Spacing the floor with her long-range shooting. Powers, fantastic at connecting from deep.
Here's Johannes. Misaman left side.
Count that one. 1 minute in now to the 4th quarter. Outside Powers. Back to McDonald. Fires the 3. Misaman pulls it in. On offense, here's the Liberty. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Burke. Here's Johannes. Fires from deep. They get it back. And that one's good. Stewart.
Never gave up on the play. Stewart just doesn't quit. She's a well-rounded offensive talent.
Outside Cunningham. Here's Boston.
Misaman covering.
Outside McDonald.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, this time it's McDonald getting set up, knocking down the J off a crisp pass.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th.
Pass to Johannes.
There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Hard to figure out why she didn't carry that one. Not a defender near her.
Back to McDonald.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
Well, if she's hitting from 3, McDonald becomes an impossible matchup for whoever gets her assignment.
New York calls timeout.
Last year, the WNBA felt the Caitlin Clark effect. I think we all did. But how would you two describe it?
Incredible. I mean, games involving Clark selling out NBA arenas easily. Games being moved to accommodate more fans. And there was just constant talk all around about the W.
Yeah, so exciting to be a part of this league. Clark brought in many new fans and re-energized the current fans. Just like she did in college, Caitlin is making a huge impact on basketball.
just joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Good on the triple.
A shot that looks almost automatic for Ionescu, has total confidence in her shooting ability.
Here's Rogers. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Down low. Stewart. Mr. Ball means Mr. Basket for a fifth happy pairing of the game. She's 5 for 9. Pass to Howard. Back to Rogers. And she drops in the layup off glass.
They're not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I think it's safe to say that lead is too big to overcome at this point. Just not enough time on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Burke. And a great assist that time by Sabrina Ionescu as that one goes in.
Talk about a determined distributor. Ionescu pretty much always knows where her teammates are.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. Pass to Ionescu. And here's Burke. Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys' approach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie-scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players, even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Stewart with the ball, working on Boston. And that one good.
That was a heads-up play by Stewart. Look, the bottom line, she's a playmaker.
To the paint. Howard, Laney Hamilton covering. Pass to Boston. Rogers lets the three fly. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Boston with the bucket.
Well, the moment Boston gets that rock around the rim, it is really tough to stop her.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Jones. And a great assist by Breanna Stewart as that one goes in. Outside Rogers. From the arc. And another three for Indiana.
They keep going to her, and guess what? She keeps coming through. She's leading this game in scoring.
And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them and an enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.